How's it going, everybody? This is Jason again. I am here, believe it or not, in Bisbee, Arizona. I'm about to go and do a nice photographic and drone shoot in Bisbee, Arizona. Take a look at this, you guys. That is absolutely crazy. Look at that. There I am. Yes, right now I'm here, like I said, in Bisbee, Arizona to do a photography shoot, drone shoot, in what's supposed to be a haunted B&B, bed and breakfast. So, we'll see. It is called the Oliver House. I'm walking up to it right now, and hopefully I can find it. I think this might be it right here. Let's go take a look. Hello everyone, this is Jason again. Hey, I'm at the Starbucks parking lot drinking a little coffee and thinking about my shoot the other day when I was shooting the content in Bisbee, Arizona. Beautiful town, great place to go, you guys. I'm telling you, if you were ever in southern Arizona and you need a place to go to, there's Tombstone, you got Tucson. Bisbee is a great place. But anywho, we're here to talk a little bit about what I did in Bisbee. First of all, I was contacted by a company to go out and shoot some content for their campaign. Basically, they have a campaign where they are going to get basically clients together to do like a ghost tour. They're a ghost tour, I guess you would call it, travel agency. And one of the stops is in Bisbee, Arizona. And I don't know if you know a little bit about Bisbee. My first video, I talked a little bit about it. It used to be a mining town. Now it is a basically a beautiful little artistic town that has a lot of artists. It is really trendy, it's really hip, it's got some cool people there. They still have little tours for the mine, but they got some great breweries, and I haven't been to all of them, just been to one, I do believe. And it's just a great place, man. Little cute shops. If you're out and about, it's great to actually do Tombstone and Bisbee the same day, you know, because both of them are great to go to, but there's not enough there to where you want to spend all day, I don't think, unless you like that kind of stuff and you like reading. And when you go into, you know, certain souvenir shops, you know, listen to stories and stuff, it might take a while for you to get out. But anywho, what I like to do is I like breaking it into, but that's not part of the story. Part of the story is I had like I said, a social media shoot, a content creation shoot in Bisbee. So what I did is I went to Bisbee, you guys, and again, it was for a haunted house. I talked about this last video. Now, it wasn't a haunted house per se. It was a haunted Airbnb. Well, not even Airbnb, just a bed and breakfast. If you're older, you know what I'm talking about. In England, they have bed and breakfast. You know, Airbnb, you know, it's different. You know, bed and breakfast is a place you can go to. You know, most likely has a little restaurant inside, or somebody's there and they're cooking it up, but it's delicious. But in this case, all they had is just rooms, 13 rooms in the actual location. And it's really old, really cool. When I got there, I didn't know what to expect. I could not find it, the place. I looked around. I finally found it. Right, I stopped the picture. I stopped the recording with my hand. I made a hand gesture. I'm shooting on the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, and I stopped it with my hand. I got to remember not to do that with this camera. I do believe I can, I don't know, maybe in this setting. I'll figure it out in the bathroom or something. But in any case, at this place, basically when I got there, it took me a while to find it. The way Bisbee is set up, it's like in tiers. And you know, it's mountainous. If you live in a mountainous area, if you live in an area that has hills and valleys and in the town, and you have to go up and you have to go down, it's very, very confusing. And if you don't know your bearings, if you're not from there, it's kind of easy to get lost. So when I got there, I could see the location. I could see the top of the building because I checked it out on Google Maps before I went there, and I found it. And I just couldn't get to it, so I walked around. Eventually, I walked through a couple of alleys, and I found the place, went up the back door, and ended up having to go all the way around the building before I got to the front, where I found the caretaker. The caretaker was a cool guy. He was really cool. He had a nice little dog. It wasn't a little dog. It was a big dog, which is cool. If I lived there, I'd have, or was a caretaker there, I'd have a big ass dog too. But anywho, I wouldn't be in there. Anywho, I get with the guy. We go inside, and I tell him I have to shoot drones real quick. So I go out and do my business with the drone, and I ended up finishing. I wanted more time. Oh my God, I wanted more time because Bisbee is just beautiful. And there's so much to see and take pictures with your drone. But because I was there at the time and it was getting darker, I knew I was gonna lose the light, and I still hadn't took video or pictures of the front of the hotel or the location. And so I had to, in my drone, I wish I could, like I said, took more, but got my video camera out and started taking pictures of the front and video images, and it turned out pretty good. I got what I needed, and then I went inside, and it was kind of cool because I went into, they have like a bar area. So I went into the bar area, right? And it's all old and musky, it looks cool. You'll see the pictures. I'm attaching some pictures and videos to this, but I go in the bar area and I'm setting up, and I'm talking to a guy, and he's telling me, he goes, yeah, I left some doors open. I left some stuff for you. I'm like, cool. That's good. Thank you. And I go in, and I turn around, I'm doing some stuff. Turn around, he's gone, dude. He's gone. I'm like, God, that guy's quick. And the place is definitely quiet. And by then, it's getting pretty dark. It's past dusk. Golden hour's gone. So any kind of pictures with light shining through is definitely a not. But the people who requested the pictures did say they wanted it dark. So I was like, okay, well, this is gonna work out. So I start, and I'm taking pictures, and I'm going through, and oh my God, you guys, that was the quietest house I've ever been, as far as, sound like me, or, no TV, no ambient, no air, AC, no, nothing like that. It was just dead quiet. And the house, because it's old, I do believe it was made or built in 1910, something like that. And it's old, so it sinks. Old houses like that, they crickle, they crack, and they make noise. But this house made some noise, and I want to say, I tell you right, it was, if maybe it's me, it's a haunted house, and I'm not just super scary. I love scary movies. I know what to do. If something comes up, I'm not sitting around trying to wait and figure stuff out. I'm not gonna go, oh, let's go investigate. No, that's not me. I was like, I would be like, I think my work here is done. It's time to go. But anywho, I'm going through, and the place is making noises, and there's tapping noises. I'm gonna play some of the videos, and I'm gonna play them all the way through. Because you can hear the noise. If you crank it up, you can hear the noise, and some of it's not like a creaking, it's rhythmic. It's like somebody trying to get my attention or something. Anywho, I was like, you know what? I kept filming and kept ignoring shit the best I could, but it was so cool. And the whole place is, you can hear me walking on the floors. I mean, the floors were so, you know, broken down. It felt, if I jumped up and down, it felt like I was going to go through the door. I mean, it was really that aggressive. But I ended up getting the downstairs. I did a good job knocking all that out and everything. And it came time for me to go upstairs, and I couldn't find the guy. I was like, "Where's this guy at, man?" And the caretaker, and can't find him. And I'm like, "Am I in his house by myself?" And I finally found him. He was in the back, and he was playing video games. And I got a hold of him, and me and him went upstairs. Well, when we got upstairs, you know, he had a couple of rooms already open. He kind of knew what I wanted and everything, but he had one of the rooms opened up that apparently most of the murders happened. And again, I was like, hey, this is probably something they want, you know, for the tour, you know, something they want. So I need to get this room. So I was like, okay. And I went in the room, and I had my camera, I had my steel tripod, because I was going to take pictures first, take videos last. That way, if something happened, he can catch me running. But anyway, I'm setting my camera up, and I was talking, and I turn around, and he's gone. I mean, he's gone. And I noticed he wouldn't come into the room. He would not come into the room. The dog wouldn't come past the stair landing of the place. The dog would not go past, and he would not come in the room. And I'm like, okay, that's peculiar. And I commenced to taking pictures, you know, and I'm like, let me get out of here, man. So I'm flashing, and the next thing you know, I go and I grabbed the video, and I had my camera, and I also had the Osmo Pocket 3 for a little, you know, tighter pictures and everything. But I'm going through, and I'm trying to go fast. I'm trying to go fast as I can. And it was so funny because I remember, you know, my gimbal with the camera has a little girth on it. You know, it's a little weight to it, so it's not hard to hold. You know, it's solid. But I noticed when I had the Pocket 3, I had the Pocket 3 in my hand. My hand was shaking a little bit. And I wasn't scared. I think I was just ready, man. I was ready to go. I was ready for something to jump out, because I was like, I'm ready. I was like, guess what? Guess what? It was so funny. It was so funny. But anyway, I got all the pictures and went downstairs to talk to him a little bit. And then I tried to get, after that, I went outside, and I got a little bit of the outside. It's dark as hell out there. A little scary. And get that, and then I go to my car, and I do a little bit of night drone. And it's so dark in there, and there's no ambient light whatsoever. It's a little bit in the city, and I can't call it city, in the downtown area. And you know, I got that, but where the house was, it was too dark, and so I couldn't get anything. So I ended up just packing up and left. But when I finally got home, and it was an hour and a half from my house here in Tucson, so it took a while to get home. When I got home and I was going through the video, I was looking at it, I finally got to room 13, and I'm, you know, taking looking at the pictures. Pictures look great. And then I looked at the video, and I had about 3 seconds of video. Now, I went through that room, right to left, front to back, sideways. I even did low shots, because, you know, it's room 13, you know, it's the room. So I do that. And I was in there a good 10 minutes, and I had 3 seconds. And I remember distinctly looking at the light, hitting record every time without fail. The whole time I was in there, I did the same thing. It's not like I changed my routine where I, you know, all of a sudden did something reaching around. No, I was doing the same, hit record, doing this, stopping it, another record, you know, doing this and stopping it. Like I said, I was there for a, you know, good 10 minutes, and I got 3 seconds. I got 3 seconds. What happened to the rest of that footage? I looked everywhere. I thought maybe it'd put it in another category. So I went through my camera, thinking that it went somewhere else. No, it's missing. It's missing. That's spooky. Straight spooky. All right, you guys. Hey, really, coming back to the nitty gritty, this channel is about me trying to show you my process of a newly senior content creator coming up with all of his ideas, his techniques, stuff that I learned being a content creator, whether it be through travel, local stores, restaurants. It's my journey. You know, like I said, I already have a job doing, you know, photographs and videos for real estate and commercial real estate and construction progression, but the whole content creation world is fairly new to me, and this is my journey going through showing you how I am stumbling on new techniques, looking at techniques from a lot of you YouTubers and learning from different people that I meet. And it's a great journey, and I figured I would show it to you because I most of the time don't have a script, as you can tell. Most of the time I just off the cuff turn the camera on and just let her rip, man. I just let her rip. I have no fear. I have no fear because it's, you know, I figured if anything you would want to see me as raw as possible, and trust me, it's raw. It's raw as it can get, but it's great because it's a journey, and I love the journey. You know, eventually I'll get to the point where I'll be, hey, subscribe, hit button, well, bing, bing. You know, everything's going off right now. Man, I'm lucky to get this sucker operated, but it's great because it's showing me and it's showing the journey, and hopefully you guys will start subscribing and start liking and looking at my journey because it's gonna be fun, and hopefully it'll only get better. Hopefully it will only get better, you guys, because it is kind of cool to see something in reality that isn't scripted. This is as real as it gets. But anywho, that was me doing a quick thing on what I wanted to tell you about myself. Now going back to the regular show. Go. Alrighty, you guys. Hey, I switched rooms again. I moved to another location because I had a busy week. I had to do this shoot in multiple locations. So please forgive me for jumping all around because it's what I kind of had to do. Anywho, all right, you guys. Yes, the shoot went great, you guys. I got back home, like I said, and everything was wonderful. Besides room 13. Of course, room 13 did not come out, which I don't understand, and I'm not going to try and understand. But I got all the rest of the rooms. I got a lot of good footage of all the, basically the shot list that I had. I got a lot of good pictures of pretty much everything. So it worked out great. I mean, it really did. Again, I apologize for breaking up this video, especially since it's kind of all over the place, but I was all over the place last week. It was a busy week, man. It was a really busy week. But anyway, the shoot was successful, and I wanted to talk real quick about lessons learned from the shoot. What I wish I would have done a little bit different. Now, again, I'm just a new creator with the traveling industry, trying to put my footprint in and give you my journey as a senior content creator. And I'm learning. And one of the things that I'm really going to hold myself to is giving myself more time. I wish I would have had a little bit more time to be there and to get more B-roll content. You know, I got the main gist of everything, but I would have loved a lot more B-roll, especially in the town itself. Bisbee is a beautiful town, and I don't think I, did it justice by showing a little bit that I did as far as on the video, and you'll see. So what I'll do next time and what I need to do in the future is make sure that I get there with enough time to get some good B-roll, And this could be like on my, this year I plan on traveling to a lot of locations, so I need to make sure I get there early enough to get the content, the B-roll that I need to get. And I think it's very important to remember that. So that's one of the things I wanted to remember. Also, I need to get a little bit better. I need to learn the settings for getting good light at a low light situation. It's kind of hard to get good light, low light. It'll make sense. But you know what I'm saying. I need to learn how to basically adjust my settings on whatever format of camera that I have. I need to adjust my settings to that way. I know that if I pick up, the action, the DJI, or excuse me, not DJI. Why I'm saying action, the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. If I need to get the settings correct on that for night, I need to get that. I think it's pure video. If I'm using the Osmo, I need to make sure the Osmo is set up for night. If I use my regular, mirrorless camera, I need to make sure that's set up for night. I need to make sure that my settings for night need to be perfect on each platform, even my phone. If I'm using the phone in a pinch, then I need to know that setting, and I need to know the correct settings for, because it was dark out there, and I can see the camera struggling trying to get good video footage. So lesson learned. I need to practice on that and get better at that, But then again, this is the journey. It's the journey of learning the equipment as a senior content creator. It's the journey of learning software. It's the learning of everything to deal with creating content. So it's kind of, like I said, it's a journey, and it should be fun, and it is. So good lessons learned from that shoot. And I hopefully I can get back there and shoot Bisbee, because it is a beautiful town. Do some more B-roll, do some more touring of Bisbee, Arizona, because it is beautiful. But anywho, I gotta go now. I'm in this video. You guys do me a favor, please subscribe, hit the like button, and remember, keep it simple and keep moving. All right, talk to you later.